Hello everybody, mega goal number 1, first secondary, unit 3, what will be, 9 reading pages 40 and 41. Let's take a look at the objectives. Number 1, read and answer the given questions. Number 2, discuss the lesson. راح نقرأ ونجاوب على بعض الأسئلة. برضو راح نناقش الدرس. So the title of this reading passage is the Tulsa Time Capsule. Please move on to pages 40 and 41. عنوان درس القراءة لدرس اليوم راح يكون the Tulsa Time Capsule. Tulsa اللي هي كبسولة تلسا الزمنية. طبعا Tulsa is a place in the US and the time capsule اللي هي الكبسولة الزمنية we're talking about is actually a car. هي بتكون سيارة. Now let's read the title one more time. خلينا نقرأ العنوان مرة أخرى. The Tulsa Time Capsule. Can you tell me what words does it make you think of? طبعا ممكن تقولون لي شو الكلمات اللي تخليكم تفكرون فيها. The Tulsa Time Capsule. Now please move on to pages 40 and 41. So again, the title of this reading passage is the Tulsa Time Capsule. And we have, as we could see, 5 paragraphs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You are asked to read the text, نقرأ اللي هو نص القراءة, and then later on match a heading to each paragraph. So we have here 5 headings. We are asked to match the correct one to each paragraph. عندنا عدة عناوين فرعية مطلوب منا إن احنا نصلها بالباراجراف الصحيح. So get ready to listen to the first paragraph and then later on we will discuss it and then of course we will match the correct heading to the correct paragraph. The Tulsa Time Capsule.
Page 40. 9. Reading.
The Tulsa Time Capsule. A crowd of people gathered outside the courthouse in Tulsa, Oklahoma in June 1957 to witness the burial of an unusual time capsule, a brand new gold and white Plymouth Belvedere car. The city leaders explained, in exactly 50 years' time, this car will be unearthed to show the world who we were and how we lived in Tulsa in 1957.
So obviously from the picture the Tulsa Time Capsule is a car. من الصورة التلسا كبسولة تلسا الزمنية عبارة عن سيارة. Let's discuss it. In Tulsa, Oklahoma in June 1957 people gathered to witness the burial of unusual time capsule, a brand new gold and white Plymouth Belvedere car. في عام 1957 تجمعوا مجموعة من الناس في تلسا أوكلاهوما طبعا في الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية ليشهدون دفن كبسولة زمنية غير عادية اللي هي سيارة جديدة لونها أبيض وطبعا جولد ذهبي Plymouth Belvedere car. Okay, the city leaders explained in exactly 50 years' time, this car will unearth to show the world who we were, and how we lived in Tulsa in 1975. طبعا هدفهم إن في خلال 50 سنة من ذاك الوقت طبعا لما they unearthed طبعا لما ينتشلون السيارة راح يورون العالم مين هم وكيف عاشوا في عام 1957. So this is a picture in 1957 and this is the burial of the car كيف يعني ادفنوا السيارة and how people gathered at that time to witness it. طبعا كيف الناس تجمعوا علشان يشوفون كيف يدفنون السيارة. So this paragraph mainly talks about the burial of a car, دفن السيارة. Now let's move on to the second paragraph and get ready to listen and then later on we will do the same as we did with the first paragraph.
The automobile contained a flag, a city phone directory, an unpaid parking ticket, and the contents of a woman's purse: bobby pins, a lady's powder compact, a plastic rain cap, several combs, a tube of lipstick, a pack of gum, a wad of tissues, $2.73 in bills and coins. 5 gallons of gas were also included in case the combustion engine became obsolete by 2007 and no fuel was available. The event attracted all sorts of people to Denver Avenue that day in 1957. Some thought.
So let's stop here, sorry. So I'll go back and we will discuss this paragraph. So the automobile contained a flag, a city phone directory, and unpaid parking ticket, and the content of a woman's purse. طبعا كان موجود فيها السيارة علم flag, city phone directory اللي هي دفتر هاتف أو دليل الهاتف التليفوني للمدينة، تذكرة مواقف غير مدفوعة، وبرضو محتويات شنطة نسائية. طبعا إيش كان في الشنطة؟ In the woman's purse, bobby pins, a lady powder compact, a plastic rain cap, several combs, a tube of lipsticks, a pack of gum, a wad of tissues, and $2.73 in bills and coins. كان فيها طبعا اللي هي مشابيك للشعر bobby pins، وفيها برضو بودرة مضغوطة، وكان برضو موجود غطاء مطر بلاستيكي، عدة أمشط طبعا أحمر شفاه، علبة علكة، ورزمة مناديل ورقية، طبعا أوراق نقدية طبعا in bills and coins من $2.73. Also they included 5 gallons of gas were also included in case the combustion engine became obsolete by 2007 and no fuel was available. طبعا ضمنوا برضو 5 جالونات من الغاز أو البنزين طبعا في حالة تقادم محرك السيارة بحلول 2007 وعدم توفر الوقود. So this is the 5 gallons of gas that they have included in the car as well. So this paragraph mainly talks about what the car contained. إيش اللي احتوت عليه السيارة? Obviously a flag, city phone directory, an unpaid parking ticket, and a content of a woman's purse, and as well 5 gallons of gas. Now let's move on to the third paragraph, and as well we will discuss it. And then, of course, right now, get ready to listen to this paragraph.
Thought that the idea of burying a new car was dumb. Others thought it was brilliant. Raffle tickets for the car were sold. The person to guess the approximate population of Tulsa in 2007 would win. "I'll never be alive," said Teddy Baxter, aged 6. "Sure you will," answered his brother Henry, who was 19. "I might not be, but you'll be around for sure." Gene McDaniel, who was 20 at the time, thought, "In 2007, I'll be 70. I'll never make it."
So right now we are talking about this paragraph. Let's discuss it. So the event attracted all sorts of people to Denver Avenue that day in 1957. Some thought that the idea of buying a new car was dumb. Others thought it was brilliant. طبعا كثير من الناس تجمعوا في عام 1957، وطبعا هذا الحدث طبعا attract يعني جذب انتباه كثير من الناس، يعني مختلف أنواع الناس. طبعا بعضهم فكروا أن this was a dumb idea، فكرة غبية، but others thought that it was brilliant. Now raffle tickets for the car were sold. The person to guess the approximate population of Tulsa in 2007 would win. Of course, the event attracted all sorts of people to Denver Avenue that day in 1957. Teddy and Gene thought that they won't be alive after 50 years from that time. طبعا raffle ticket اللي هي تذاكر اللي نصيب باعوها في ذاك اليوم، ويعني وذكروا أن اللي يخمن العدد عدد السكان بالضبط يعني population of Tulsa لتلسا عام 2007 راح طبعا يفوز. As we said here that the event attract all sort of people يعني جذبت مختلف أطياف الناس. تيدي انجين فكروا إنه يعني إن بعد 50 سنة من الآن ممكن ما يكونون أحياء يعني. Now this paragraph talks about everyone came to the event. كيف الناس جاوا لحضور اللي هي الحدث. Now let's move on to the fourth paragraph and get ready to listen to this paragraph, and then later on we will discuss it, and of course we will match it with the correct heading.
The Plymouth was wrapped in protective materials and lowered into a concrete vault, which was supposed to withstand even a nuclear attack. It lay there for 50 years. On June 13th, 2007, the vault was opened and the car was raised as thousands of people watched. The organizer of the event said, "Ladies and gentlemen, I present you Miss Belvedere." Unfortunately, the tomb was unable to protect the car from moisture, and the vintage vehicle was covered in rust. The contents of a typical woman's handbag in the glove compartment looked like a lump of rotted leather. The microfilm that recorded the names of the contestants wasn't found. There was a bit of disappointment that the items were not in better condition. However, some items inside the time capsule were in good shape. They included a U.S. flag and some historical documents, such as aerial maps of the city and postcards.
Let's stop here and let's discuss this paragraph. So this paragraph talks about what happened after 50 years. The Plymouth was wrapped in protective materials and lowered into a concrete vault, which was supposed to withstand even a nuclear attack. It lay there for 50 years. طبعا تم تغليف سيارة البليموث بمواد واقية وتم إنزالها في قبو خرساني. طبعا كان مفروض أنها تتحمل حتى لو كان في هجوم نووي. طبعا بقيت هناك لمدة 50 سنة. On June 13th, 2007, the vault was opened and the car was raised as thousands of people watched. طبعا في 2007 في جون اللي هي 13 جون فتحوا القبو وطبعا انتشلوا السيارة وآلاف من الناس كانوا شاهدين. This is when they طبعا in June, as we said here previously, on June 13th, when they opened the vault and when they raised the car, and you could see how it looks right now. Unfortunately, the tomb was unable to protect the cart from moisture and vintage vehicle was covered in rust. طبعا للأسف أن القبر ما قدر يحمي السيارة بسبب طبعا الرطوبة تعرضت السيارة للصدأ. طبعا you could see that it was covered in rust. The content of a typical woman's handbag looked like a lump of rotted leather. The microfilm that recorded the names of the contestants wasn't found. طبعا للأسف اللي طبعا محتويات الشنطة النسائية بدت كأنها كتلة مهترئة من الجلد، وطبعا المايكروفيلم اللي هو سجلوا فيه أسماء اللي المتسابقين لم يتم إيجاده unfortunately. So there was a bit of disappointment. كان هناك جزء يعني في إحساس بالإحباط. However, some items inside the time capsule were in good shape. كان بعض الأشياء في طبعا good shape في حالة جيدة. They included a US flag and some historical documents such as aerial maps or of the city and postcards. طبعا كان في بعض الأشياء اللي كانت فيها good shape في حالة جيدة مثل العلم وطبعا وبعض الوثائق التاريخية مثل الخرائط الجوية للمدينة والبطاقات البريدية. Now, this paragraph talks about what happened after 50 years later. إيش اللي صار بعد 50 سنة. Now, let's get ready to listen to the last paragraph and discuss it as well.
The good news is that when the Belvedere was unearthed, Teddy and Jean were still alive. They never thought they would be here to see it happen. Someone present said, "It's our King Tut's tomb. It's like a fairy tale."
So, this paragraph talks about the good news is that the Belvedere was unearthed. When the Belvedere was unearthed, Teddy and Jean were still alive. كانوا طبعا تيدي وجين عايشين في ذاك الوقت. So let's hear. So someone present said, "It's our Tut's tomb. It's like a fairy tale." شو اللي قصد فيها؟ قصد إنه مثل تعرفون الفرعون اللي هو Tut's tomb اللي هو قبر الفرعون Tut's أمون. Okay, so he's saying it's like a fairy tale. Let me show you. So this is the grave or the tomb of the king Tut, who was a pharaoh in an ancient Egypt who lived in 1334 to 1324 BCE. And he became a ruler when he was only 10 years old. His tomb was discovered in the early 20th century and it was full of gold and treasure from the past. طبعا هذا قبر الفرعون اللي هو توت أمون مثل ما نقول عنه بالعربي. طبعا اكتشف في بداية القرن العشرين وطبعا كان قبره مليء بالذهب والكنز يعني الأشياء الثمينة. So he was an ancient Egyptian pharaoh. كان فرعون يعني فرعون من طبعا مصر القديمة طبعا وأصبح حاكم في عمر 10 سنوات. So they are making a similarity يعني تشابه between the Plymouth Belvedere car and طبعا قبر توت أمون. Now this paragraph talks about they lived to see it. طبعا اللي هم Teddy and Jean who thought at the beginning اللي فكروا في البداية that they won't be alive يعني they won't be alive ما راح يكونون أحياء يعني في بعد 50 سنة من ذاك الوقت يعني. So let's answer this exercise all together. Right now you are asked to choose the correct meaning of each word. طبعا الكلمات المناسبة للكلمات اللي طبعا عندنا في قطعة القراءة. The first one is to gather. What do we mean to gather؟ اللي هي نتجمع which means to come together. To witness اللي هو يشهد. To see an event. Bobby pin اللي هي مشابيك الشعر hair pin. Obsolete اللي هو عفى عليها الزمن outdated. vault اللي هي طبعا القبو. a safe يعني مثل مكان آمن عشان يحطون فيه الأشياء. to withstand اللي هي إنها تصمل أو إنها تبقى. to resist or survive. Now we have reached the end of the lesson. I hope that you have liked and enjoyed the lesson, and I want you to tell me if you think that the idea of this time capsule is dumb or brilliant. طبعا أبغاكم تقولون لي إذا كانت الفكرة غبية أو الفكرة ممكن تكون عبقرية or genius or brilliant. Don't forget to subscribe, share this video, and leave me a thumb up. And if you have a question regarding this lesson, please leave it in the comment box. Until next time, goodbye.